Hello everyone. Welcome to day 2 of our Claude Monet painting using impressionistic dots. Today we have a different color palette. We have red, white, blue, and purple. So any of these colors are going to mix with the white and make a new color, and you can make a tone. Last week we did have the red, so if you remember, red will also make pink. This will also be the last day we will have an opportunity to make pink. So if you're thinking about adding some pink to your artwork, today would be the day. So we're going to start with any color you want. Let's say purple. And I'm going to try to fill in the blank spots if you have any. If you don't have any, that's totally fine, because you can just paint right over, make them sporadic. The important thing you really want to think about is that you don't want to cover up your entire picture if you did so last time. If you did so last time, that's fine, but you just want to be a little extra careful. Otherwise, you're going to lose all of the hard work you did last week, which is not what we want to do. So I added some purple dots all over. I want to kind of spread them out, which makes kind of a nice composition. Then we are going to make a tone with it by adding some white. Let's see what happens. So now I'm going to add a little bit of white right on top of that wet purple dot, and look, wow, now it's made a beautiful lavender color. It's almost like a tie-dye effect when you do it this way. If you mix it all up in here, that will give you a light purple also. But the unfortunate part about that is that you will not be able to use purple for the rest of class, since we are not sharing colors, and what you have in your palette is what you will use today. So if I keep on adding, and I don't have to make every single purple dot lavender if I don't want to. As a matter of fact, I might actually turn around and go back to using red, and I'll put some red dots down in some spaces that I have available. Now the only day that we absolutely want to cover up all of, oops, didn't mean to shake that. The only day we want to absolutely cover up any white spots will be the very last day of class, or not the last day of class, the last day that we do this project, paint this last project that is, which will be next week. So you want to come close to eliminating all of the white areas. And if you can see, I still have a little bit of purple on my brush, so it's making kind of like a really pretty red violet. And adding a tone to red again will make that beautiful pink that we had last time. And it might have a little bit of purple in it, just because I still have a little purple on my brush and we are not washing out our brushes today. So I'm going to keep on adding a little bit of white and see what happens. You can get a lighter pink, and if you keep on going with whatever paint you have on your brush, you can even add more. So the only color I haven't used yet is blue, and I definitely love blue, especially since we are actually making water. So the orange and the, you might say, hey, well, you don't really have orange in water, but actually you would rather, if you have some sunlight shining upon the water, and that will make like a reflection. So that's kind of what Claude Monet really noticed when he was doing his outdoor painting. Now I realize we're not outside painting, we're inside, but we can kind of get the idea, or the impression rather, of how he made his art by using small dotted brush strokes like I'm doing right now. And then of course, let's make it a lighter blue by tapping on it with the white, which will make that really nice, beautiful light tone by doing that. And you can even use whatever you have on your brush at the end to continue and make whatever color ends up. So you can mix red and blue, you can mix any of them together. You can make your own purple by using the red and the blue, or you can use the purple in your tray. Whatever suits you. But the idea is by the end of class you should have eliminated most of the white spaces, and if you go over some of your orange spots, that's totally fine. I just don't want you to eliminate all of the pretty artwork that you did last week. That may be challenging for some of us, but we definitely want to know when a good stopping point is. Let me get that in there. So now you see there's lots of pretty colors on here. And next week we will have the last color set, which will be white, blue, yellow, and green. And that will be the final step, and we will not have. Now you still see a little bit of white spots, and that's okay because next week I can eliminate all that by adding more. So if you still have white spots left, don't worry about it. That's okay. But if you have covered all your work up, that's okay too. I'm going to stop there so you have an opportunity to do this step.